welcome to Mrs. B's Arts and Crafts. Okay, today we're going to be making a Tic Tac Toe game. So let's get on with it. Okay, now you might know Tic Tac Toe also as Noughts and Crosses, and when I was a child we used to play it together all the time, me and my brother, and you used to always have to draw the grids, and then one was a nought and one was a cross, and every time somebody won you had to redraw the grid again. Okay, which is it's okay, but it's probably better if you actually have one that you can reuse, which is what I've made for you to try and make yourself today. So what you're going to need for this is 2 pieces of paper, different colours, and I've measured them at 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres or 6 by 6 inches. You're going to need some scissors and some glue, and then you're going to need something to make for counters, which I will show you what I've done at the end. We're going to make the board first and then I'll show you what I've done. So I'm going to have a white board and I'm going to use yellow for my grid, because you need to make the grid lines. Now for your grid lines with Noughts and Crosses or Tic Tac Toe, you need 2 down and 2 across, because you need to make sure you've got 9 little grid parts on there. So because you've got the same size piece of paper, when you cut your strips they're going to fit perfectly, which is why I cut them twice. So your strips don't have to be perfect, but obviously you can see how they lay on there and they make the right size for your paper. And because it is a 6 by 6 square or 15 by 15 centimetre square, doesn't matter which way up they go, you'll make the same. Now these are pretty good to take on your holidays with you. If you're in the car, you might want to take them on an aeroplane with you. Just put them in a little bag. You can always make your board and laminate it, and then you can keep the board forever and ever. And then when you go places, there you go, you can take it with you. Play it on the beach, in the car, like I say, on our holiday, anywhere you go. Take it in a caravan with you camping, or a tent. Okay, you just need to stick your grid lines on now. So I'm going to stick the 2 down first. Doesn't matter which way you do it, but I'm going to do the down ones first. Okay, I'm going to put one there. If you want to make it perfectly straight, you could use a ruler and measure your grid lines out. And again. Okay, if you see that, you've got 3 columns now for your grids that way. Now you need to make sure you stick them on that way as well. Like I said, this just saves you having to keep drawing out your grid every time you want to play it. Saves you having a pen, really, as well, because you can use other things, which I'm going to show you in a second. I've made some little counters and bits myself. Okay, so that's your grid. Now if you wanted to laminate it, you can put it in a laminating pouch, put it through your laminator and then cut it out again, and then it will keep it nice and flat, and it won't obviously get dirty, and you'll be able to keep it and use it over and over again. Now for counters, because you would normally write in it, and as I say, once you've done that you can't use it again unless you use pencil, but even then it's going to make a mess of it after a while. So I've got some ideas here. Now if you want to take it on holiday with you, you can get some little bags and you can then put buttons in. Now as long as you have 2 different colour buttons, obviously one's one player, one's the other player, because it's a 2-player game, then you'll know whether you've got 3 in a row or not, and whether you've won, and then as soon as you're finished you can put it back in the bag or carry on and play another game. So you've got buttons there that you can use and tie them in a nice little bag. I've also made some simple squares, again 2 different colours, so as long as you know who's who, you'll know if you've got 3 in a row or not. I've cut 9 of each colour because you've got 9 squares on the grid, but only because I thought if you lose one or one gets broken, it saves you having, you're not going to be able to make one when you're away. So I thought if I do 9 of each, you're definitely going to have enough to play with for the holiday. And again, hearts work exactly the same. Alright, another idea for you. Again, you can put them in the bag. take them with you. I've also cut out some cute little teddy bears. I've got a teddy bear punch. So if you've got a shapes punch or anything at home, your mums and dads might have punches or something that you can use. There you go, look, it's got cute little bears. Alright, and again, once you've got 3 in a row, play them over and over again. You could even laminate the counters if you wanted to make those last as well. So you could actually, not probably the bet, we could laminate the bears because you could always punch them out once you've laminated your coloured card in the bear shape, which is a top tip. I would do it that way. And then you've got some circles. So there's lots of different ideas. You can use counters, like I say, you've got buttons, anything, as long as you've got 2 different colours for a 2-player game, you can have plenty of fun with that. And like I say, put them in a nice bag, you take them with you wherever you go, and laminate your board, and it will last for ages. So I hope you've enjoyed your tic-tac-toe game, Mrs. B, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.